Today we're going to give you the base links for the top 10 Town Hall 13 bases, whether it be for Clan War, pushing, the Clan War leagues, or farming. We've got all the bases you could possibly need. Let's start off with the war bases, and base number 1 here is definitely a war base, an anti-3 style of base. Classic, where you put as much distance between the Eagle Artillery and the Town Hall as possible so that your two major defenses can't be taken down in one push. So they have to decide, do we want to leave the Eagle Artillery up to the end or the Town Hall? And if it's the Town Hall, you have a good chance of getting a 1-star defense. Now, in terms of the recommended defensive CC by the base builder for this, they recommend 3 Ice Golems. So base 1 was asymmetrical, whereas base 2 here is symmetrical, but it still has a lot of the same properties as the first base. We've got as much distance between the Town Hall and Eagle Artillery as possible. It's just both of them are on the side of the base rather than the corner, and this is loosely what you would call a box base, because the base is made up of many boxes. Now, in terms of the recommended defensive CC, that's 2 super minions, 1 rocket balloon, 2 headhunters, and the rest archers, and I'm going to try and do some quick maths here. I think that's 1 archer. So base number 3 is back to the asymmetrical base style, and this one has a lot of really awkward compartments in the center. We have a nice dead zone at the bottom between the scattershot and the multi-inferno, making it really hard to path throughout the base, but it's really that single inferno in the center of the base that looks extremely sinister. Now, the recommended defensive CC here is 3 Ice Golems. Base number 4 here has the Town Hall and the Eagle Artillery a little closer to each other than normal, but still a really nice base setup because of that scatter with the 2 multis on the top right hand or the far right hand side of the base. That looks terrible for pathing of spam troops. Really hard to queen charge, really hard to do anything over there. That's probably the most annoying part of the base for an attacker. Now, the Town Hall on all of the war bases has been on the outside. You can, if you want, there will be some bases later with central town halls, but you'll find you're more likely to get 3-starred with a central town hall because there's more options available to the attacker from where they can come in because they're all equally close to the town hall. Whereas with this, yeah, you can go straight into the town hall, but then the bases, the big defenses are on the complete back end of the base, or you can leave the town hall up for last, in which case that's really risky. And the recommended defensive CC here is triple Ice Golem. Base number 5 here, and we're onto the CWL bases. Now, CWL bases are pretty similar to war ones, but you're probably going to see the Town Hall more protected because it's a one-hit format. So you want to make your Town Hall a little more difficult to get to, more likely to get a 1-star defense, because that makes a world of difference in a 1-attack war. In terms of the defensive CC here, that is recommended as 3 Ice Golems yet again. Base number 6 here is a really funky looking diamond base. Look at how long the base is. It's not very wide, but it is extremely long from left to right. So the log launcher might get a lot of value on this base, but it's also, if you're going to use a log launcher from the far left-hand side, you better make sure you get the Town Hall down, otherwise that is a 1-star defense in the making. And the recommended CC for this is 2 super minions, 1 witch, 1 headhunter, and I believe that will leave you with 3 archers. Base number 7 here, and we do finally get a central town hall. So if you think your attacker's potentially going to get a 1-star attack, then this would definitely be the base I run. Extremely high risk for the attacker, but as I've said earlier, bases like this are generally easier to 3-star than the anti-3 style bases, the asymmetrical ones that we saw at the start of the video. But this is base number 7, another CWL base, and the recommended CC is 2 super minions, 1 rocket balloon, 2 headhunters, and an archer. Base number 8 here is a hybrid base, and that just means it's kind of good at everything, but it's not amazing at anything. So you can use it for farming. As you can see, basically all the storages, other than the Dark Elixir storage, which is a curious choice, basically all the storages are inside the base, so you can use it to farm, but also it's a reasonably solid base layout, so you can also use it in war and pushing if you want, but it's just not a very specialized base. So I would only use this for a farming base, but if I was farming with it, I would be putting that Dark Elixir storage inside the base. Now, the recommended CC for this is 2 witches, 2 headhunters, 1 rocket balloon, and 1 archer. The last 2 bases in this video are going to be push bases, so these are the ones you can use for trophy pushing, and as you can see here, that town hall's right in the center of the base. We want a chance at getting a 1-star defense, because particularly in this meta, 1-star defense is huge because you'll only get -1 on your base, and then you get the shield as well. In terms of the defensive CC, it's recommended as 2 witches, 1 headhunter, and 15 archers, so a lot of troops in this CC to make it awkward as possible for the attacker, particularly if they don't bring a poison spell. And then base number 10 here, another central town hall for a push base. The CC for this one was interesting. 2 dragons or 1 super dragon with 5 archers. So both of them with 5 archers. It's just whether you think the super dragon's going to be better or not. Yet again, if they don't have a poison spell, a super dragon is going to put in a lot of work. And I really like the base setup here. Worth remembering that you can set your defensive heroes to what you want them to be. So for instance, I see a Grand Warden on defense on this base, as well as Archer, Queen, Barb, King, and the Royal Champion. But the Minion Prince is probably better, or is definitely better on defense than the Grand Warden, and some of the time even better than the Archer Queen. So make sure on all these bases you have the Minion Prince active on defense. It really does make a world of difference, particularly against armies like Hybrid, because what are the miners or hogs gonna do against an air hero? That's it for the top 10 bases at Town Hall 13. You should have all the bases you need to get the optimum outcomes, whether it be pushing, clan war, or farming. And don't worry, in a few weeks, probably 3 weeks from now, I will show you the best attack strategy at Town Hall 13 and how to get 3 stars, both on Town Hall 13s and maybe even Town Hall 14s.